All right, guys, we're back with Mike, Knockoutlights. We got Matt in the background as well. I don't know your Instagram handle.
It's Operational Athlete.
All right, I'll add that in down below. We're gonna do some carbine stuff. Got 3 different setups here. We'll see what it does.
All right, so handgun obviously is a lot more challenging in some ways than a rifle, right? We got a lot more things to go wrong, even though we have 2 hands on it. A lot less recoil really with a rifle. So really where the rubber meets the road on a rifle is just ready up drills. Getting the rifle into position to shoot faster, meaning we need to get that rifle up and into the equation quick, and then fire a round off. So we're just gonna do a couple series of ready up drills. I'll describe the different positions we're gonna use. Just to give you an example of some of the positions, we have a low ready, we have a high ready, we have a compressed ready, maybe over the shoulder, and then we have everywhere in between. One of the things to pay attention to is if you are in a ready position where the stock is connected to any part of your body, we want to have that stock connected in a place that doesn't force our head down to the gun. Meaning, if I connect it down here and I come to bring this rifle up into a sighted position, do you see how my whole body kind of collapsed around the rifle?
Yep.
I don't want to do that. So I want to position this rifle in a place where I can come up, acquire my cheek weld, and be in sight picture without a whole lot of adjustment upstairs. Does that make sense? So wherever we connect the rifle, we want to put it in a position that doesn't force our whole body around the rifle. So a quick example of being from kind of a low ready or even a high ready position, I'm just going to come up on target and take a shot. Let's charge around. All right, so from this position, we're going to come up, identify our target, take a shot, put the safety back on. So for me, the safety activation is a component of my trigger press. Safety comes on the minute I interact with the trigger, and it comes off for me the minute I come off the trigger. I'm fairly flexible on the when, providing you have a systematic process to the safety engagement. So some people would rather disengage and engage the safety at once they're on or off optic. For me, it's just simply a component of trigger press. When I'm on the trigger, the safety is off. When I'm off the trigger, the safety is on.
Got it.
Okay, so we're going to start.
Stance and everything is going to come into play too, just like when you're shooting pistol.
So my position here or my position here is no different. Nothing is changing on my position from handgun to rifle. So just remember that. I'm not going to change a whole lot of stuff around. So go ahead and pick the rifle up into a sighted position. Okay, lower this. Okay, so look at your whole body's turned. Okay, so lower the rifle. There we go. So 1 foot forward, just like my handgun. I'm right here, 1 foot slightly back. And we're squared up to the target. Set that up here. Lower this. I want you to run your optic. That's what you're using. Can you see it okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that body position looks a lot better. So we want to be a little bit forward onto the gun. Okay, now come down. Come up without moving your head. Just acquiring that cheek weld. So now you're starting to see where I can regulate this a bit. So we want to have that already set in the spot so I don't have to
Play with it.
Yeah, that looks good. All right, let's do a couple runs just like that. So safety on, safety off, press trigger, safety. So you're not gonna touch that safety until your finger enters
It's on the trigger.
Yep. Ready? Up. Good. Ready? Up. Okay, what's the immediate action? That's not going to resolve it, I'll tell you that right now. There you go. There you go, that sounded right. Okay, safety back on. Good. So you see how you're kind of bringing your head onto the rifle? Kind of leaning it over. So again, from this position, what part of my body is moving to accomplish this task?
Your arm.
Just basically my arm. Now I am acquiring a cheek weld here, so I'm kind of bringing my cheek to the gun, but I'm doing this at the same time. As the rifle's coming up, I'm acquiring my cheek weld at the same point in time I'm acquiring my sight. Okay, so try that. No extra movement, no head turning. Ready? Up. Good. That has got to be the most obnoxious break I've felt in a while. So you want to drive the rifle out, back into that pocket, and then take the shot. Okay, so kind of push it out and then back in. There you go. Good. All right, so let's try that. Ready? Up. Good. Up. So now we can start start working a little bit of speed, still having some triggers discretion, right? So we can work this a little bit faster up here, but still take our time to press a shot. So I'm going to drive this gun a little bit faster into my pocket, find sight picture, press trigger. Okay, so a little bit faster on that setting position. Ready? Up. Good. All right, now we're going to go to 2 shots, you know, stabilizing and controlling that recoil. I'll run it over my shoulder here. Okay, not running as fast as I can run it. I'm just doing a controlled pair. That's all I want you to do. Speed is a byproduct of efficiency. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Up. Good, one more time. Ready? Up. So you have a brake that is really helping keep that rifle flat. But if I put a standard A2 brake on there, you might experience a little bit more disruption when you shoot that rifle. So I want to make sure that you are putting the right input into that gun to keep it in a position where it would be steady otherwise. There's a number of different ways to address that level of control, but basically I'm using this position, which is the setting into my pocket as a point of contact. I'm using my support hand to drive the rifle back, and those 2 points of contact give us the ability to control the rifle. Now, some people find that pushing with their primary hand on the primary grip a little into this pull stabilizes a rifle. Other people pull the whole thing back. It's just a matter of you kind of figuring out what input you can put on that rifle to put the right kind of control on it. Invariably, 5.56 isn't a particularly violent round. I mean, it's low on recoil, but when you do start running the gun, we can see recoil can start affecting us. In this case, you're running a muzzle brake that, you know, affords you a certain amount of flatness, and I pay the price because basically blowing my hat off. All right, so let's do 2 rounds again, making sure that you put the right controls in. Matt, are you gonna go? Yep. All right, ready? Up. Good. I mean, we can play with this all day long. So where the variables start to change is how fast you run the gun, how fast you get into position to sight in the gun. But ultimately, shooting a rifle is a pretty simple equation, right?
Correct.
So let's try a couple reps with you going from your long range optic. You're just going to start in that position to your offset optic.
Got it.
So you're going to start in the position of your optic here, and you're going to roll the rifle over.
Same target?
Same target. You shouldn't have any problem hitting it. Up. Good. Okay, give me 2 shots with the offset. Ready? Up. So I notice that you're closing one eye still with that optic, right?
Yeah.
So it's probably a good idea to use close one eye. It's okay with that longer range optic with that ACOG on it. But immediately when I'm transitioning, open up your field of view. There's no reason to maintain that eye closed. Just open it up.
Got it.
It should come right over your dominant eye anyway. So let's try it with both single eye to both eyes open.
Okay.
Ready? Up. Both eyes open. Nice. And conversely, a faster follow-up shot, right?
Correct.
Field of view was more complete.
I'm not as blind.
Right. So we're going to transition into a little bit harder drill,
okay,
and that is going from rifle to handgun. So we're going to put an empty magazine in. So I'll run you through the sequence, and I'll talk about it. So step 1, we're at rifle. We're going to find the target. We're going to press the trigger. Well, I'm obviously empty. I felt the bolt lock back. Also, I'm experiencing failure to fire here, right? So immediately I'm going to switch the safety on. I'm going to transition to my handgun. I'm going to find my sight picture, and I'm going to take a shot. So let's smooth this whole thing out. At this point in time, I'm going to bring my handgun back to this ready position. I don't necessarily need to check the chamber here, and there's a long explanation why I don't. But if the safety worked and I pressed the trigger and nothing happened, I can only be in one condition. I can only be in a bolt lock back position, right? So if I want to check, I can check. I'm going to recover my handgun. I'm going to just simply transfer the gun to my to the opposite side, reload, follow it up, press the bolt release, and now I'm ready for the next drill again. Okay? All right, ready?
Yep.
Stand by. All right, so here's some tips for you on coming off the rifle. So go ahead and get that gun in a condition to fire again. All right, so what you did on that transition is you just simply laid the rifle down. Where's my support hand in relation to the gun right now?
On your sidearm.
No,
That one.
Where's my support hand?
Tied behind the gun.
Underneath the gun. So if I'm fast on this gun, I've got to come all the way around my gun, and I'm not meeting up with my gun until I'm way out here. Remember we talked about acquiring master grip earlier?
Yeah.
So instead, we're going to lay the rifle down with the magazine out. So I would lay it down this way. Where does this put my hand in relation to the gun? Right,
So
it's unobstructed. Yeah, just simply fold it over, magazine out. I do something a little different. I actually drop the rifle and catch it at the mag well. And the reason I do that is now my hand is even higher up. It's not all the way down here, and I got to come all the way up here. I'm, you know, 5 inches higher on the rifle. So from this position to this position here, look how much faster I am to gun. From here to here, I'm on the gun a lot faster because of the manner in which I set the gun. Make sense?
Yep.
So at the very least, flip it so the magazine's facing me or facing out.
So that this
outboard
hand is
instead
on
of
top.
Yeah, so your hand is liberated from the gun. Up. So we got the shots. We know you can shoot the rifle.
Yep.
Now we got to work on the transition. So what I want you to work on is just this from here to here. From there. Good. Good. Do that again. Set that up again. So this is a good rep, low round count. I'm not wasting rifle ammo. I'm just working on skill stacking a very specific competency that is challenging, right?
Yep.
So we don't need the rifle to go off here. All right, again. Good. So what we're going to start adding into this equation is I don't have to do things in steps. Meaning, step one doesn't have to be lower the rifle, lower the rifle, now grab my handgun. I don't have to make that 2 separate steps. I can combine these steps because I can liberate this hand at any time, right, from the rifle. So why not liberate my hand immediately while the rifle's still being set? So I have hands working at different speeds and multitasking at the same time. This is how I'm getting to my secondary faster. And if you think about the exigency behind the maneuver, I wanted to shoot my rifle, but I can't shoot my rifle because it's not working. It's not prudent for me to reload it necessarily based on contact distance. So the right course of action is transition. I need to get my handgun up into the equation now, fast. So we can work this transition very quickly and still make sure we have sight picture and all the right inputs upstairs before justifying our handgun shot. Go. So the only thing I want to change is let's remove the magazine from the gun. And the reason we're doing this way is I want you to come up to a click. I actually want you to put the rifle, I want you to try to go through whatever immediate action at some point in time with this gun that's appropriate for the condition. So now we're actually safety off pressing the trigger. So we're going to come up to a dead rifle, right?
Yep.
Now we have a good rep. And if you're running a non-California compliant rifle, you could tap rack and determine what condition the rifle's in. Use my empty.
I got it loaded, just empty.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot faster than here, right?
Yeah.
Being in that ready position, ready to go. This is time right here, and time is money when we're shooting, right? So get that gun out a little bit more, get ready. Like I said, controlled aggression, good to go. Ready? Up. Nice.
More time.
Up. Smooth.
Okay.
Up.
All right, ready?
Up.
Again. Good transition though. Ready?
Up.
Good. Let's shoot some more rifle. Let's shoot that long distance target there.
All the way in the back.
Yep. So let's break it over our shoulder here. And we'll come into target this way. So we're going to drive it out, drive it back, shoot the target. All right, stand by. Up. Ready? Stand by. Up. Stand by. Up. So you got the round off faster,
Yep.
but we didn't get a hit. Up. One more. Stand by. Up. Good. Nice. All right. How's reloads on that gun? Hard, right?
Let's not say we did.
Let's not say we did.
So, I mean, traditionally on a reload, on a regular rifle, non-California compliant, I mean, it's a pretty easy process. When the magazine falls out on its own. We can manually strip magazine, right? So I'm up on target, I fire, I bring it here, I strip, I pop in the new mag, come back up on target, press the trigger. That's one way. Two-way is to stay, second way is to stay shouldered. I can keep it in the shoulder as long as I can maintain it without it falling down on me. And that's a simple process of just converting it over to this side, putting the magazine in, hopefully not having to manual strip it. But the important thing because the magazines are not falling out on their own for whatever reason, I am not waiting for this to happen. I am going for a fresh source of ammunition regardless. So I can easily manually strip the magazine that doesn't want to come out. Here, I can easily just strip it here and put this other one in. So the manipulation doesn't change because something doesn't happen with a particular gun. It's just a step that I have to put in that I don't necessarily want to, but it doesn't slow the process down. It is what it is. And that's simply having contingencies for all these failures. You always have to build some contingency in. So it doesn't take a whole lot of conscious thought to fix a problem. And it might just be a small problem. What's that?
What do you do if you're a California compliant person?
I don't know. I don't know how to resolve your problem with that stuff. I mean, I'm compliant. I just have a registered assault rifle.
Alrighty, so great day on the range doing the carbine.
Good
Thank
work,
you, sir.
brother. Keep it up. Keep on the training. Dry fire is the key.
Oh, dry fire is the key, especially with ammo prices.
Yeah,
now.
well, you're an easy student. You just
I listen.
you listen. You're able to implement really quickly.
I think we
Connect the dots. It makes sense to you. So.
I think we can thank Paul for that one.
Yeah, Paul's a big. Paul's been a big factor too, and that's one of the things that we like to do is exchange ideas. We get guys like Matt come out. Get guys like Kawa that comes out. Travis. I mean, all these guys from Navy SEALs to Green Beret to active SWAT guys we got on our team, and we just collaborate and share ideas, talk about training priorities, and instead of being stagnant and focused on our own objectives, we're able to collaborate and all grow and learn something new all the time. What do you say, Matt?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
and then just pass it on.
Oh, yeah.
Pass on the information.
Maybe next time we'll learn how to shoot out of a moving vehicle.
Let's do it.
think
Or
we
maybe
gotta-
maybe we'll get in the MRAP and deploy on that thing.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
or the Raptor. The Raptor's
Yeah.
always fun. Or the
It
Razor,
is.
whatever.
Good seeing you again, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you take care.
Alrighty. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. See you next time.